Welcome to your daily focus for July the 10th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's turn to the cards and see what they say about the energy. It should be intense because we are headed right towards that solar eclipse, which will be happening in a couple of days. We have Jupiter, I believe, going stationary direct today, so after 4 months, Jupiter is ready to go forward. So a lot of things that we've been mulling over, weighing out, becomes clear now. We know our actions, we know our steps that we have to take. We know what we want. We know where we want the expansion in our life, the joy in our life. 10 of Cups. So we're going to feel that today in some way. We're going to feel like we can claim or lay stake to the claim of a happily ever after. That it can be ours. That we can create the path that we want going forward. So today is a day of very positive feelings. It could be definitely home and family. That has the center of our attention, or at least in part, our responsibilities, our obligations to the people we love, and their responsibilities and obligations to us, and how it all works together, how it weaves together, or how it needs to weave together. A beautiful card to start with. We have the Nine of Wands, and we have the 10, right? So today in the numerology comes to a 19, which boils down to a 10, and it's July the 10th, which is a 1 in numerology. So the Magician, the Wheel, the Sun, all very positive and beautiful cards for today for us. All very positive and beautiful energy. So embrace this energy. Okay, so our next card is the Nine of Wands. A new day is dawning behind us. Those wands behind us symbolize the path that we have, are the paths that we have walked in order to get to now. Our happiness, our joy, our sorrow, our chaos, our confusion, our failures, our successes are all represented behind us, and we pick up that new wand and we are ready to go forward. Now, we still sit in shadow here. We stand in shadow, so we're not necessarily taking that step forward today, but we're ready. There's a courage. And I think attaching ourselves to the courage of stepping forward might be difficult today. It might be overwhelming today. I mean, this is in our challenge area. So as much as we want to go forward, as much as we want to summon that courage to take the first step, I think self-doubt can come in. We second guess our steps before, if they were right, if they were just, if they served us. Could we have done something different? Do we need to be on a different path? Is this really where I'm supposed to go? Will it be open? Will the door be open when I arrive? Will this path pan out for me? I think there's a lot of worry and confusion that can come in today. The overwhelming feeling, I don't think that I kind of hinted to yesterday. I think it lingers today, if not strengthens today. And we feel that new day dawning behind us. We feel that sun rising, and we're not sure whether or not we want to go forward. So this is a day where we really have to believe in ourselves. We really have to trust in ourselves, in God, our angels, our spirit guides. And that's very easy to say. It's very hard to do. Because self-doubt is going to come in here. We're not going to really believe that we are prepared, or this is the right path for us. We're going to doubt. We're going to look at the different angles again. We're going to feel out of balance. Well, here's the Death card. Well, I'll go back. We're still in full moon energy. I'll go back to what I said about the full moon energy. This is where we really have to make a stand to ourselves on a commitment that we are going to do it. That we believe in ourselves. That we are ready for this new path. That we are embracing this new path. And yes, we are allowing certain things to end in our life, or put closure on things, or some kind of completion on something, in order to rid ourselves of that energy and move forward. So it's very strong energy. You know, we are feeling powerful today. It's stated in the first card. But very easily we can allow this worry, this concern that we're not ready, we're not prepared enough. And a lot of the planets are still in retrograde, even though Jupiter is finally making its turn forward. That will be pulled into our thoughts of the past. And maybe where we have failed before. Maybe where we thought we were doing the right thing and it ended up being the wrong thing. And so don't think that because that happened once in your life that is, or this is a moment where that's just going to repeat itself. The Death card doesn't really symbolize death, but I think it's maybe death of an idea, an old idea, or an old thought pattern, an old way of thinking. That you weren't worthy enough, you weren't deserving enough, you didn't have enough talent, you didn't have enough ability. You can't express your love in a way that you feel that you need to in order to really bond in a relationship, or a friendship, or a partnership. You know, I see this guy standing there and he's holding out this bouquet of white roses to the death, riding on the horse with its flaming head. And it's saying, good riddance. I'm going on a new path. I am celebrating me. I know I'm worthy. I know I'm deserving. I know I have worked my entire life in order to get to this moment, and I'm going forward. So wherever I am allowing that ending, wherever I am allowing that healing, wherever I am allowing that closure, wherever I am acknowledging a suppressed or repressed part of myself, it's freeing me to move on to this new path, to embrace the path I want to step into. Back to the 10 of Cups again. So yes, it is definitely a day to do those new moon affirmations. It's definitely a day to summon up the courage to believe in yourself. To look yourself in the eye in the mirror and say, I believe in you. I love you. You've got what it takes. You will be successful on this path. You have thought about it. You have planned it out. You've seen the negative and the positive of it. And so I think today is very much about making those commitments to yourself. To believe in yourself. We'll get an affirmation card. Very strong, with the 10 of Cups as the first card and the Death as the last card. And knowing that today is a day when the Magician can appear in our life. Whenever the Magician's energy is around us, as it is in the numerology today. Your thoughts can materialize. So are you thinking negative things about yourself and your life and your path forward? Or are you thinking positive things? Because that's what's going to come about. It's going to take a courage. It's going to take a strength. And you've got those things. We have the 9 of water. The 9 of water, dreams come true. Wishes fulfilled. Completion. Enjoyment, contentment, achievement of desire. It is right to say no to what isn't right for me. And now it is my time to experience wishes fulfilled, the sweet harvest that came about from seeds I have planted. I drink in the aroma of successful endeavors, take pride in my hard work and achievement, and savor the satisfaction of a job well done. I deserve to pause and acknowledge all I co-created, and I do it joyfully. And maybe you're thinking, well, I'm not there yet. No, it's your affirmation on where you are going. You know, if you were, I think it was John Edward, and he said that if somebody came to him and said, you know, we haven't been able to get pregnant, and, you know, there's a lot of anxiety around that, and we just don't know. And he would tell them to meditate, to dream of taking that child to school for the very first day of kindergarten or junior kindergarten or preschool, or to imagine that day. Because that means that everything else had to happen, and you're not concentrating anymore on the getting pregnant. You are concentrating on celebrating those growth moments. Of already having that child. That has already been successful. So what's next? Where does the path lead once you have that baby? So where does the path lead once you've acquired that dream, that goal, that path for yourself, your dream, your goal? Where do you see yourself going after you've accomplished it? Dreams come true, wishes fulfilled, completion, enjoyment, contentment, achievement of desire. It is right to say no to what isn't right for me. It's my time to experience wishes fulfilled. The sweet harvest that came about from the seeds I planted. So when you are dreaming of your path forward, imagine those seeds that you will be planting on the new moon as already come to fruition. And you're stepping past that. What's the next dream? Where does it take you from there? Dream big, and then dream a little bigger. We'll get an animal card here. And remember, too, that Venus has just moved into Virgo. So we're very practical in our wishes and in our desires, in our love. We can't take it too much towards the fantasy. So know that you're grounded in what you are desiring, in where you want to grow, in where you want to develop, in what you want to achieve. Deep rest, says the mouse. Deep rest. So it is a time to go within. Not necessarily a time to step forward. A time to believe in yourself. And take time to believe in yourself. Where's our little mouse? Lazy sleep, rest and meditate. Rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass, under the trees on a summer day, listening to the murmur of water, watching the clouds float across the sky is by no means a waste of time. Mouse says it's time for you to make time for laziness. You don't have to be constantly on the go. After all, that is how you become run down. Spend a little time each day or week doing something you enjoy that is completely frivolous and fun. It could just be an afternoon laying in the hammock, reading a book, watching your favorite old movie, playing with the kids. This is not a time to begin anything new. It's a time to restore your spirit. Sometimes rest doesn't necessarily have to be sleeping, but just quieting your mind. Take some time grounding yourself by taking a yoga class, gardening, fishing, spending time in nature. Spend at least 10 minutes a day meditating and just being in the moment. And you don't have to physically be at your happy place to be at your happy place. It can simply be within your mind. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes. So, as much as life demands that we are busy, and going after the goals and completing things and moving forward in some way and taking on new tasks and responsibilities and obligations, Mao says, restore your spirit. Get ready for the new path. Prepare your mind, body, and soul for what is to come, and know that it's going to be a beautiful ride forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.